My name is Grant Sutherlin. I am the president of Airmart Aircraft Sales and Brokerage. And I got into the business because of my father, who started the business back in 1971. Actually, my mother and father, who both started the business. And they ran the company through all kinds of different challenges and hurdles and ventures, from FBO, charter, forestry contracts, fuel sales, National Guard fuel contracts, to every facet of aviation, flight training, flight schools, Hertz rental car business. They had a lot of different venues in which they were involved in general aviation. But in 1986, my father decided that he was going to do the one thing that he loved the most, which was just sell airplanes. So they focused on aircraft sales, and he couldn't give up the flight training, so he did open a flight school and started flight training as well. So those were the two loves that he had, and he did that until about 1997, 98, and then he left to go work for the FAA, and my mother picked up the business for a while, and then Kim and I picked up the business in 2003, and we started running it full time. What I enjoy the most is buying airplanes. That is my passion. So if there's any passion that I have, it would be acquiring aircraft, navigating the difficulties of all the different makes and models and all the complexities of each and every make and model, and knowing what is good or bad about that specific make and model, and being able to be successful in finding an airplane that is ideal for a future customer. The advice that I would give to someone buying their first airplane is to limit the number of trusted advisors that they use. So try to find a good broker that's got a good reputation, has been selling airplanes for many years, someone that has experience across multiple makes and models. For example, not to toot our own horn here, but Airmart sells all makes and models. So we sell anything from a Piper to a Cessna to a Diamond to a Cirrus. So we have a broad knowledge of aircraft. And when you deal with someone that only knows one specific make and model, you're not able to really understand there could be another airplane that could be more ideal for your mission. And that mission is for 80% of what you're going to be doing. And don't buy more airplane than you need. Airplanes hold their value really well. So, we have a philosophy here: crawl, walk, run, right? So the same holds with flying. So start out with entry-level aircraft, get some experience, get your ratings, and then move up into more advanced aircraft. People get a little too ahead of themselves and want to buy that airplane that they're going to be hauling their family around, and that's going to be the perfect family airplane. But when I tell people, I say, ask yourself, when you're learning to fly an airplane, are you really going to put your whole family in that airplane when you're learning? And most of them realize, no, I'm not. That's a good point. I'm learning to fly. I want to get my ratings, get some accomplishment and some experience under my belt, and then I'm going to buy the airplane that I'm going to take my family in. So think about what that 80% of that mission is at each stage of your flying career. Favorite travel destination is going to be anywhere down in the Virgin Islands, down in the Caribbean. So love to go down south. So Florida, all of those are kind of my favorite destinations. One of my favorite airports is St. Augustine. There's a nice restaurant right there overlooking the runway. If someone needs to reach me, they can always call me here at the office or shoot me an email, grant@airmart.com.